Hello, it's Mike Adam. This is your Eye Opener Music Beat. I am hanging out with my man, James Durbin. How you feeling?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Why don't you tell everybody what movie you were watching before you came in to here?
This morning when I woke up and got on my bike, we were watching Pee-wee's Big Adventure!
You did that so good. Why do I feel like you own it or something, man? That is great. Yeah, we were talking about that before we got on camera, just the movies we would watch as kids, and we're like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then you watch it again in your adulthood, and you're like, yeah, not so much.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure notwithstanding.
Yeah, exactly. So some of the other things that you're a fan of, I read that you really like WWE wrestling.
Yeah, I have Rey Mysterio.
How did that start for you?
I was growing up, and I got bullied a lot growing up, so I remember it was one really bad day at school. I came home, just kind of locked myself in my room, and was flipping through channels, just totally bummed. And I was like, boom, channel 42. I passed it, and I was like, whoa, I had to go back. And I had never seen this before. Like, I'd known about it, but I'd never, like, actually watched it. I was like, whoa, these guys are real people. But they look like superheroes.
Right.
They act like superheroes. Everyone in the crowd thinks they're superheroes, but they're regular people. And I did some research, and I was like, these guys were bullied just like me. I was like at that age where everything was like, no, there's no one like me. This is it. I'm a loner. I'm the only one.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, they can do it. I can do it. I'm going to be a wrestler. That was my lifelong dream, was to either be a wrestler or a rock star.
So Ray's obviously the favorite wrestler for you?
No.
All right, who?
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to pick a favorite.
Yeah.
Through doing all this rock star stuff and getting to live the dream, when I was on Idol, they film the show at CBS Studios.
Okay.
And in the same studio complex, they film Dancing with the Stars. Like literally in the same building.
Okay.
On one side is Idol, and you go like 20 feet, and there's Dancing with the Stars. So my season that I was on Idol, Chris Jericho was on Dancing with the Stars, and he was always one of my favorites. And we became really good friends.
Really?
Yeah. So my first like big thing was going to have dinner with Jericho and The Miz.
Oh my God. And you were like in heaven.
At like one of the fancy schmancy steakhouses in LA.
That is too funny.
And
dude.
we shared a s'mores dessert 3 ways.
That's interesting. I feel like that's awkward. As somebody, like if I was sitting next to you guys, I'd be like looking over and like, whoa, what are they?
I mean, we weren't feeding each other.
Okay.
We all had our own spoon.
Okay, that makes it a little bit better. Let's talk a little bit of music, because I mean, after all, that's what you got going on. That's what you're doing very well at. So sonically, with this sophomore album, what would you say the biggest difference is from the debut?
I'd say it's a little bit more me.
Okay.
Or a lot more me.
Yeah.
Because I actually got to take things that actually happened in my life and write about them.
Right.
Whether they were getting into mischief and experimenting as a kid at an amusement park in Santa Cruz.
Yeah.
Or, relationship stuff, or just kind of like being stoked and being like, okay, this is what I have. Yeah, I don't have all that, but why do I need it?
Right.
I have all this.
And you're happy with it.
Completely stoked. Celebrating, exactly. That's where the title came from.
Speaking of relationship stuff, your wife, how's she taking to all this like newfound fame and all the attention and not being able to go grocery shopping without getting weird looks and stuff like that?
She handles it okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, we're really down to earth people.
Yeah.
We don't act all high and mighty or anything, or put our noses in the air. I mean, we shop at the same stores as everybody else.
Yeah.
We still go to Walmart. I mean, we're not, we're human. I mean, we got to live, right?
Very cool.
We got to find the best deal.
Cutting coupons like everybody else.
Cutting coops. You got the coops.
Hanging out with James Durbin. Before we wrap up, man, what was like the first really cool thing you spoiled yourself to after the fame started rolling in, the first album came out, all that good stuff?
It was a Lego set.
No, it wasn't.
It was, yeah. I love Legos.
You are a big kid, dude.
I'm a huge... I have Spider-Man tattooed on my elbow, Rey Mysterio, Popeye.
So what? Was it a good Lego set? I mean,
hell yeah. Absolutely. Lego store exclusive, man.
You're like, I am still working on it right now.
It was like $150.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even a Star Wars set. Like, you spent $150 to get like a 60-piece Star Wars set.
Right.
But it's a scale model, not a scale model, of course, but it's like a eighth of a scale model of a Volkswagen bus. I love VW buses. And I love Legos. And I was like, oh, there it is.
You're like, man, we made it. I am going to buy this Lego.
It took 3 weeks to build.
Oh, James Durbin, thank you so much for hanging out with me, man,
Thank you for having me.
much success with this new album.